Hey everyone, in this video we're going to have an overview of AWS SageMaker Studio. So first sign into your AWS Management Console, and once you are inside the Management Console and on the search bar search for SageMaker, and you can click on Amazon SageMaker, and then that will get you to this page. So click on the studio and you will enter into this page, and you can open studio from here, but you have to select a domain and you have to select a user profile. So if you do not know like how to create a domain and a user profile, I highly encourage you to watch my other video on AWS SageMaker domain onboarding, and you can have your domain and the user profile created. So once you have your domain and user profile, you can come to this page by clicking on studio and then select the domain and the user profile, and you can click on Open Studio, and we'll enter into Studio. So basically, it's a web-based IDE for machine learning that lets us build, train, debug, deploy, and monitor our ML models. So SageMaker Studio provides all the tools we need to take our model from data preparation to experimentation to prediction while boosting the productivity. So this is how SageMaker Studio UI looks like. We can see the similarity of this UI with the Jupyter Lab, but with more additions. Let's see what we got here. So this is the left navigation panel, which displays all the top level categories of features. And this is the studio homepage, which is by default open in the main working area. So just in this homepage, just click on open the getting started notebook. So when you're using the SageMaker Studio for the first time, this is a very good document which you can read through to understand more about this UI. So let's walk through this document and understand what all features we can see in the studio. So this first portion, what they are saying is just start reading this document to understand more about uh, the SageMaker Studio. So, and we can move on. And the second one is the navigation studio. This is the navigation studio that they are talking about. So under this, we can see this is the home button, and once you click on this, you will enter into home. And here we can see data, AutoML, experiments, notebook jobs, pipelines, models, deployment, quick start solutions, and learning resources. We can see all these options available here. And let's move on. Under the home, they are saying if you click on home, under the home, we can see all these functionalities available. We can see we can have projects, data wrangler flows, and the pipelines, experiment, trials, models, endpoints, feature store, and more. So we'll look into this more as we dive deeper into this document. But for now, whatever they are saying, all these are available in this side of the navigation panel. Let's move on. So this is the file browser. So the file browser displays all the files. It lists out the notebooks, experiment trials and trial components, endpoints, and low-code solutions. And if you want to start the launcher, you have to click on this plus icon. Plus icon will take you to this launcher page where you can have these options available for you. You can create a notebook, or you can open code console, or you can open image terminal. So if you just, I already started it before, so I can close it and I can click on this option again. So this launcher will open, showing up all these options. So I'll put it to a side, and let's continue uh, looking into the document. So this is also saying that uh, once you are in the studio page, you can see your username and the personal studio if you are using your personal app. And if you are using a collaborative space, then this would change to a globe icon, and then it would be followed by a username and the space name. So the Personal Studio app is a private EFS directory that only you can have access, and Collaborative Space is a shared EFS directory that will be shared with other members of your team. And we can upload files using this icon. You can just click on this icon and you can upload any files. Sorry, this is the icon where you can upload files. If you want to create any directory or the files or folder, you can click on this option. And let's move on. So this option is where we can see the running terminals and kernels. So we can see the instances, the running instances and running apps and the kernel sessions. If you want to close, if you want to shut down any running instance or terminal, you can just shut down directly by clicking on this shutdown option. Or if you want to shut down all the instances, you can just click on this option so that all the instances will shut down instantly. And this is the Git icon where you can actually clone a Git repository, and you can also open the file browser from here. So like once you clone a Git repository, you can open the file browser. Just click on this and the file browser will open up. And if you want to initialize the repository, you can also click by clicking on this option. So if you want to clone a repository, just click on this option and you have to put the Git repository URL here, and you can get started start to clone the repository. And the next option is table of contents. So you can click here and you can easily navigate through the contents of the notebook that you are right now in. We can see the introduction page and the navigation studio and the pricing. We can click on anything and we can go to that area. And then the extension manager. So we can, it says like you can enable and manage third-party Jupyter Lab extensions. Here you can check the already installed extensions and search for extensions by typing the name in the search bar. So just click on the extensions and just click on enable. So we can see all the installed extensions here. And if you want to install any third-party extension, you can search for that extension here, and you can then install that. So let's say, for example, type in tensor board and look for the results. And if you want to install any of these extensions, you can just directly click on install and you can install that extension. Okay, and then let's move on. Let's understand the pricing. So with SageMaker, you pay only for what you use. So you have two choices for payment: an on-demand pricing that offers no minimum fees and no upfront commitments, and the SageMaker savings plan that offer a flexible usage-based pricing model in exchange for a commitment to a consistent amount of usage. So with that said, let's click on Amazon SageMaker pricing. We can see all this contents available here. Amazon SageMaker free tier. So under Amazon SageMaker free tier, we have these things free. Like under Studio Notebook, we have 250 hours of MLT3 medium instance, or 250 hours of MLT2 medium instance, and MLT3 medium instance on notebook instances. So on free tier, we have these free resources available, and we can also see their limitations specified in the hours. And under on-demand pricing, we can see the instance and what does this instance provides. So MLT3 medium provides 2 CPU cores and 4 GB of memory, and it costs $0.05 per hour, and similarly for other instances as well. So, under SageMaker Studio, they are saying that we can now access SageMaker Studio, the first fully integrated IDE at no additional charge. So, unless we use any compute resources, we do not have to pay anything for using the SageMaker Studio. And we can go to the savings plan and we can see what they're saying. So Amazon SageMaker savings plan help to reduce your cost by up to 64%. Okay, let's click on learn more. And we can see the savings plan rate here, and here we can see the term length of 1 year and 3 years. So that is the commitment they're asking for. So if you know that you're going to consistently use the SageMaker resources, then savings plan is for you. And we can also see those SageMaker instance types and the on-demand rate. For this instance, the on-demand rate is $0.399 per hour, but with the savings plan, it is 0.28788, and which says there is 28% savings over on-demand. So these prices are available based on the regions as well. So if you change the region to another region, if right now we are in North Virginia, let's click on Ohio. So we can see a different pricing for this region. So with this understanding, let's move on and see what else we got here. So creating notebook source code files and accessing their terminals. So by clicking on this symbol here, let's go on to home page or onto the file browser and click on this plus symbol where it gets you to the launcher page. And in the launcher page you can see this option called create notebook. Just click on it and your notebook will open up, and you can type in your code and start building your machine learning models here. And we can also customize our compute environment. So that is what it is saying. So we can change the instance type, image, and we can also use any startup script if we have. So click on the launcher, and this is the environment that I have already created while opening up this particular notebook. So if you want to change this environment, click on this environment, change environment, and you can click on the image. There are like several different images that are available on AWS SageMaker. If you want a different environment with different packages, you can always get it through a Docker file, and you can use this custom image options to get that into this environment. And kernels, it is Python 3 that is available for this image. And the instance type, you can always change the instance type. And the startup script, if you have any startup script or if you want to use any startup script, you can select this option here. So using lifecycle configurations gives us flexibility and control to configure Studio to meet our specific needs. For example, we can create a minimal set of base container images with the most commonly used packages and libraries. Then use lifecycle configuration to install additional packages for specific use cases across your data science and machine learning teams. So you can use startup script in that cases, and then you can select it here. And but I'm canceling it for now because I do not want to change any environment. Just click on cancel and then move on. Okay, so here it is also saying you can actually, so when you are inside the notebook, if you want to change your instances, you can click here and you can switch your instance or to a different instance. So since this fast launch enable, so only these four are available. If you disable it, you can see many more instances that are available. Just click on cancel. If you want to change the image, you can click here and then you can change the image here. And you can also change the instance type here. And then build and train a model. So once you are here in your notebook, you can start putting in your code and start running your code. And that is how you build and train a model. So here they have given a sample code. So what they're saying is first you have to start by installing the required packages. So they install this NumPy and sklearn. So for that you need to use this code blocks. You need to either use conda install and the package name or pip install and the package name. So they have installed NumPy and they have also installed sklearn and they have also installed pandas. And from sklearn, they have imported train test split, and from sklearn datasets, they have imported fetch California housing, this California housing dataset. And from sklearn dot ensemble, they imported random forest regressor model, and they also imported pandas, NumPy, OS, and joblib. They took this data set into a data variable and they have used the train test split and split the data into X train, X test, Y train, and Y test. And then they have created the train set and the test set using the train data and with the feature names stored as columns given into columns, and that is created as a data frame and stored that into a trinix and and similarly for the test x variable. And then they use this, they have constructed a model of using this model, random forest regressor, and they have specified these hyperparameter. N estimators is 100, a minimum sample leaf is 2, and a number of jobs as 1, and use the same model and fit it with the X train and Y train, and they have trained this model with the train set. And then here they are calculating the absolute error by using this model dot predict, and they are passing in x test values into model dot predict, and then we are going to get some predicted values, and using that predicted values they are differencing the y test, which are actual values, and they are taking the absolute values out of that, and they are storing that into absolute error. And so this is absolute error is a variable, and they are dumping the trained model here using this job lib library. So that is how they are actually creating a model. This is a very simple, quick model just to give, just giving a demo on how to use a notebook. So you can just copy all this information here and you can just start running it, or you can just run it here directly by clicking on this icon here, so that these will run and you can see the results here, the output cells here. And then moving on, shutting down instances, you can click on file and you can close and shut down notebook if you want. After you complete working on your notebook and when you are ready to shut down the notebook, just click on this option, or otherwise just go here where you can see the running terminals and kernels, and you can click on this cross symbol where you can close all the running instances instantly. So the next point, this particular block, what it is saying is you can manage your workspace. So you can always collapse this and expand all this, and you can move around these notebooks. So, in the SageMaker Studio, we have different resources that are available for us. If you click on data, we can see Data Wrangler, Feature Store, and Clusters. Data Wrangler, it's a data preparation tool, and Feature Store, it helps us to store, share, and manage model features. And Compute Clusters enables us to do petabyte scale interactive data preparation and machine learning within the notebook. And AutoML is helps us to automate the key tasks of the machine learning process. And experiments are where we can generate and automate ML experiments using the experiments SDK. And moving forward, we can see pipelines here. Um, Pipelines generate and automate end-to-end ML machine learning workflows using the Pipelines SDK. Experiment rapidly and create a repeatable process for data processing, model training, and model tuning and batch transform. Visualize pipelines with a comprehensive graph interface and manage pipelines execution with ease. And moving on, models. Under models, we can see model registry, shade models, inference compiler, and edge packager. So the model registry where we can manage model versions, and the shade models when we this is helpful when we want to share our models across the teams or with other users in our organization, because that helps for collaboration. And for inference compiler, we can optimize our trained models here. And edge packager helps for packaging models for edge devices. And moving on to deployment section. Here we can see projects, inference, recommender, endpoints, and fleet devices. Projects allows us to organize most important ML resources into a single ordered system. So this includes repositories, experiments, pipelines, registered models, and endpoints. And under inference recommender, it helps us to optimize inference cost and performance. And endpoints, we can deploy our trained models onto endpoints where we can start doing our inference on. Fleets and devices manage edge device groups. A quick start solutions. Under this, we have the pre-trained models and pre-built solutions that we can directly use. And here we can also see more resources, learning resources where you can have a documentation and guided tutorials for more understanding of the SageMaker Studio. And this document also provides some more information here. If you want to start understanding on machine learning, you can get started with ML tutorials here. Or so we can also they're also saying that they have some examples on Git repository. You can click on this link and you can go there and have the SageMaker examples. And here we can also see the additional resources. Um, so this is Machine Learning University. So this provides anybody anywhere at any time access to the same machine learning courses used to train Amazon's own developers on machine learning. So you can click on this icon and you can go to this machine learning university page and you can check for all the information. And there is another link also for deep learning, dive into deep learning. You can click on this link and you can just go and read the deep learning concepts. And Hugging Face, this is for the natural language processing. And some other information where there we have frequently asked questions and all. So yeah, that's it about the SageMaker Studio. This is the high level information on SageMaker Studio. So in further videos, we can also explore all these options in depth. Thank you for watching.